Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Collateral. As always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start with furry, there's a brief scene with some coyotes in it. But that's about it. So moving on to the good and the bad. So this movie stars the always absolutely amazing, super fantastic Tom Cruise. And in this one, it's pretty awesome because he's been in a bunch of movies since then with like his normal hairstyle. But in this one, he goes for like a steely, like steel gray look to his hair and beard and all that jazz. Like you don't usually see him with any type of like facial hair, but he has it in this one, and he's got that steel hair, and it totally works for him. It also has the absolutely fantastic Jamie Foxx in one of his earlier roles. This is before he was such a huge star, and if you listen to the commentary, there's a pretty funny thing that he talks about to really emphasize that point. And it does also have a little bit of Mark Ruffalo in it, in a little bit different role for him, or at least he has facial hair in it, so it's kind of fun to, like, when you're watching it, you're like, oh shit, that's Mark Ruffalo! Oh, nice. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. And this movie is, in my opinion, one of the top 10 movies ever made. And I think that there's just so many awesome things to talk about with it. Like, one of the most amazing parts, I think, happens around the, like, 127, like 1 hour and 27 minutes to, like, the 1 hour and 30-ish minutes mark, like, around in that area. There is some lines that are said that I think are some of the most important lines that so many people in this world need to hear. But there are several very amazing quotes in this movie that is just awesome to see so many of them. And, you know, this movie has awesome action in it, and I really like, so this movie was one of the earlier ones shot on like straight up digital film, and they use it really, really well because the backgrounds, like, it's pretty much all natural lighting. So, like, even when they're inside of this skyscraper type thing at night, you see the actors and doing their thing or whatever, but you can also see, like, the LA skyline and all the, like, various skyscrapers with their lights and whatnot lit up. So just what you could do with the digital film that they did was pretty fantastic. It does, of course, have some of the downsides of the digital film being one of the earlier versions, in that there's a couple of bits where it is just, I think, a little bit overly grainy. And I think that is because they use mostly just available lighting, it seems like. And so a couple of times I think it got a little bit too grainy, but it didn't distract from my overall enjoyment of the film because I think it added to the atmosphere. So perhaps it was intentional, but I think just given the limitations of the technology is where that came from. But it was awesome. The action was awesome. The lines were awesome. Jamie Foxx really showing why he became such an amazing star. Tom Cruise demonstrating why he continues to be an amazing star. And just everything in this movie, especially the music. This has some of the absolutely best music in a movie that makes itself known when it needs to be. I would listen to this soundtrack whenever I was in a car for a lot after the first time I watched it. So it is just a fantastic soundtrack with amazing action, and just it's one of those movies where you can rewatch multiple times and see new things, hear new things, appreciate new things, but definitely just really enjoy this movie. And yeah, so that's really all I have for this one. I can't talk about it enough, how amazing the pacing was, how awesome the action, the actors, the plot, the writing, the, like, how everything was set up, just really fantastic. Also, really brief scene with the sergeant from The Rookie. Like, I was like, oh, hey, it's him! So that was kind of fun to see the, like, chief guy. Like, he was also playing a cop in this one, but, like, I'm like, oh, look! And now you're in, like, a starring main cast role on The Rookie. That's fun to see that. That's cool. Anywho, blink if you miss a part, but it's a fun little thing to see. Anywho, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye!